Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will see about another operator that is nothing but buffer toggle. So why we use this buffer toggle? Buffer toggle is little bit different compared to buffer count or buffer time. So what is the difference is? So here buffers the source observable starting from an emission from openings and ending when the output of closing selector emits. So that means we will define that when to open the buffer and when to close the buffer. So the timer or what we can say the count or the timer will not decide. So we need to decide when to open and when to close. So this is the difference. So we will be opening, then the values all will be entered into the buffer. When we close this buffer, so automatically whatever the data stored in the buffer it will be emitted and the buffer is closed. So the values when it is emitting, so it will not store it in the buffer. When we open again the buffer, it will start to store the values. So here you will be having an two parameters, that is nothing but opening and closing selector. Buffer toggle will take. So what is this opening means? Opening is nothing but a subscribable or what we can say an observable. When observable or promise emits the data or it resolves means, then opening will be then the buffer will be opened. So when I need to close the buffer, so as long as it is not closed, it will go on storing the data into the buffer. So when it a closing selector, this is also a function, but here it is not an observable. A function that returns an observable, okay, observable or a promise. So when this function emits the data or something like that, then the closing selector, so then the closing will be happened. So here if you try to see this marble diagram, here it is open, so buffer is open. So here we are having the source observable and here we are having an opening observable and another one is a closing observable. Here the buffer toggle is there. So if you try to see, first it is open, then the values A and B are emitted. So here the closing observable has been emitted. So when this closing is emitted means A and B immediately it will be sent. So then if it is closed, right? So these all values are not recorded. So C, D, E, these are all not recorded. Now it is open. So it is open and it is closed here. So when it is closed, in between this open and closed, what are the values emitted? So this is the value emitted F, and this F when it is closed, this F is emitted again. Okay, so G is ignored. So the observable is completed. So this is the buffer toggle. So here we will be deciding when to open and when to close. So now we will try to see the example. So if we try to go here, let us create an component for this one. ngGC pages slash buffer, okay, buffer toggle operator. Okay, it is creating. So until then what we will try to do is, so in the operators.component.html, let's try to add the link buffer toggle, and here I will write buffer toggle. Okay, so buffer toggle has been written here. Buffer toggle has been written, and let's go to the app routing module.ts, and in this app routing module.ts, here I will write buffer toggle, and this one is created, right? Buffer toggle operator component. Fine. Now if I go to the output, if I try to check the output here, so let us refresh. In the operators, you will be able to see the buffer toggle. If I click here, buffer toggle operator works. Now let's try to do the implementation. If I go here into this one, and if I go into this component.ts, so here let's try to create first the opening. So let opening is equal to, I will have an interval before writing this opening. So let's try to create an observable. So I am having an observable, so of 100, and this one dot subscribe of data, and this console.log data. Okay, so console.log data. So this one will emit the data for every 100 milliseconds. So let's import this interval from the RxJS. Sorry, yeah, that's it. Now I want to apply a buffer toggle. So here I can use pipe of buffer toggle. So this is the buffer toggle, and this buffer toggle, as we already discussed, that it will take two parameters, that is nothing but opening and the closing. So opening means nothing but it is also an observable. So when it should open, So that is an observable. So now what I will try to do, so here I will take one observable, let opening, and here also I am taking an interval. So it should open for every 400 milliseconds. The interval is emitting for every 100 milliseconds, and this one is emitting, this buffer will be open at 400 milliseconds. So now I will use the pipe operator so that we will be able to understand. Tap means just it will print that one. So when this emitting, when the observable is emitting, so it will print. So I am using something like console.log open. Okay, so that's it. So let's take this tap operator. Yeah. So now we will be able to know that when it is open. So when this interval emits the data, then we will get a console that it is open. Now I am using the closing. So closing. So this one we, as we already discussed, that this is a function and which returns an observable. Okay, it's a factory function, something like that. And here in this interval, so when it should be closed, for every, what I can say, after open, for every 300 milliseconds, something like that, it should be open. It should be closed. Something like, we will check it. What will happen? Now tap console.log close. So we will be able to know that when it is closed. That's it. So now what is the issue here? Okay, pipe off. This is the issue. Yeah, that's it. So we have a opening and closing. Let's pass it to this buffer toggle. So opening and the closing. So now we are emitting the data. That's it. So we will try to see another one, something like tap operator. Here also I will try to take, so that we will be able to understand that what are the values it is catching. Console.log data. So comma. So this is the buffer. Dot pipe of tap of data. Okay. And here what I can do. So I will take only take of 3. So I will take only 3 values. Up to 3 only I will take. Up to 3 times only it has to take. Fine. Now if I try to execute this one toggle, and if I go to the inspect element, let's try to check that how it will work. If I try to see, so let's refresh it again. Okay, now what it is happening here, for every 100 milliseconds, okay, for every 100 milliseconds it is emitting the data. So that means 0, 1, 2. So 100 milliseconds means after 3 milliseconds, so 4 milliseconds has been passed, then it has been opened, the buffer has been opened. Buffer has been opened means, so this after 400 milliseconds buffer is opened. So open, we are able to get this open. And here after opening this buffer, okay, after opening this buffer, it will wait for 300 milliseconds. After 300 milliseconds, it will close. So now here you will be able to see after buffer, this interval is sending the data, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. We got the values 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, close has been happened. When the close is happened, it emits the data something like this, okay, as an array. Again, it has been opened. Okay, after 300 milliseconds, again it has been opened. For example, if I take it as something like 600 milliseconds, okay. Now if you try to see, or otherwise what I will try to do is, so I will make it as a second, so that you will be able to understand very easily. So now I made it a seconds. Let's try to see. So it has been refreshed. So now it has emitting the data 0, 1, 2. Now we will get open. So now the buffer is open. Now in the buffer, so it has been closed. Again it has been closed after 3 seconds. So again it is empty data. Now in between these two things, 9, 10, these are skipped. Again the buffer is open. 11, 12, 13, 14 has been came. Again it is closed. What are the values between the open and closed? These are emptied here. Again 15, 16. So buffer is not open. So these values are skipped away. Again the buffer is open. So 17, 18, 19, 20. So between the open and close, these are the values stored in the buffer. And again it is emptying the data. Okay. So we need to manually close, open and close the data, and when the buffer is open, what are the values stored in the buffer? So before the closing, those will be, when it is closed, those will be emitted out in the buffer. Okay. So this is the buffer toggle. If you try to, if you want, you can also get this opening, whatever the value you are having, right? So you can get in the closing, so that you can check whatever the data you want, you can have it here. Okay. You can use this one data as a number, something like that. Here you can use that one. So this is how we will be using this buffer toggle. Hope you understood about this buffer toggle. So nothing. So briefly what I can say is, so buffer toggle is the thing which when we need to open and when we need to close, we will be deciding. So opening means we will be emit an observable, so immediately it will be open. Closing means we will close the observable, then whatever the value stored between this buffer, between this open and close, those values will be emitted as an array. Hope you understood about this one. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. So all this code is posted in the GitHub. You can check the GitHub repository in the description below. Thank you.